Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Movie Madness, a show where I take a movie, break it down and talk to you a wee bit more about it and what the movie means to me basically. This isn't a review of any movies. I will talk a wee bit about the film and let you know a wee bit if you haven't seen it, but I'm not reviewing the movie. It's just what the movie means to me. Okay, so if you think it's a review, sorry about this guys. It's not, it's just letting you know what I think, what I like about the film. Anyway guys, maybe you haven't noticed already, but it is of course Neighbours 1981, starring John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd. A movie done by John, I can't remember his last name, sorry. The guy that did Rocky. John. Sorry, the name has actually escaped me for a split second. Yes, it is a strange film. It's a forgotten film, and I really enjoy it. It's a dark nightmare comedy, a dark comedy basically. It was a film that opened at about Christmas time, 1981. It was John Belushi's last movie, and it never got the reaction of the audience of John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd that it expected. They just came off together at Blues Brothers, and John Belushi had not that long came off a film called Continental Divide between Blues Brothers and Neighbours. So it never got that. I don't think Continental Divide either got a reaction that John Belushi was hoping to get. But it's a film that speaks to me. Purely the fact is because I remember where I was when I seen it, and I remember why I ended up liking this movie. So yeah, a very, very good film in my opinion. It's a film that speaks to me. I recorded it off a late night television Paramount channel back in 2000 and I think year 2000, but the year 2000. I was sitting up late. It was like 12 o'clock at night, Friday night, and Paramount Comedy used to every week before the weekend play a few old films, and this was one of them. And I remember sitting up with my stepdad late at night. He says, "I'm watching a movie. It's going to be starting. If you want to sit and watch it with me." Of course, it was Neighbours. I remember it being very strange because the first name that popped up, there was a couple of names in the movie that popped up that I recognised from being young. Dan Aykroyd was one of them, from Ghostbusters, Coneheads, things like that. The other one was Kathy Morority. She's in it. Sorry if I butchered her name, but I think that's her name, Kathy Morority. She's also was in Casper, and the villain in Casper. And I says, "Oh, what's the villain in Casper?" Hadn't seen Raging Bull at this point, so I couldn't tell you. But this happened to be our second movie after Raging Bull. So I'm like, okay. I hadn't seen John Belushi in a movie at all in my life up to this point. I'd never seen Blues Brothers, I'd never seen Animal House, I've never seen nothing. I hadn't seen any of the Saturday Night Live stuff. This was my first movie that I'd seen him in. So I was like, okay. So yeah, I really like it's got this cheesy music in it, So basically it's about a guy that they live in this kind of like suburban area, this middle of nowhere. At the very end of the street there's a roundabout and two houses that sit. He's in one house and there's an empty house. So as they come along the cars to drive right round the whole bit to get into the house basically, like a roundabout basically. So it was like it's a Friday night and John Belushi finishes his work and hoping to just get his dinner and all that. And then his neighbours late at night, show up, and he starts to think it's a bit odd who moves in the middle of the night, and then one of them comes to the door, which is Kathy Morority, and then she starts up things like, trying to get dead sexual against John Belushi. Then as he walks out of the living room, she disappears and Dan Aykroyd just all of a sudden helps himself in. And so yeah, they're strange. are they, you know, it's kind of like, are they human, are they aliens, or, you know, obviously I don't think they're aliens, but it gives you that mad Twilight Zone vibe, because they play some of the Twilight Zone music and stuff like that to get it, you know, and they play this cheesy theme right through the whole the movie. The music in that movie is good to me, because I've heard it so many times that when I first heard it I thought, this is crazy, this, you know, crappy music, but it became an enjoyable music to me at the end of the day. I got used to it, and then I ended up actually going out one year, I think it was only a couple of years ago, and ordering the soundtrack online, just so I could hear that cheesy music again. But it's a movie that, and then after that, like, basically all this strange stuff happening, and it's like little things that become big things, and carry on. It's one of these, like, you know, like anger management movies where, you know, John Belushi's got this antagonizer guy that basically antagonises him, and starts off small and it gets big and big, and you know, kind of like the Cable Guy, same thing, where, you know, it's a wee thing and it starts to get big, and until they hate each other, basically. So that's the story in this. I recommend you try and get a hold of it and watch it. It's a really good film, a forgotten film actually. It's John Belushi's last film. I like it because it introduced me to the world of John Belushi. I really like it, because I hadn't seen anything that he did, and I thought, no, he's quite a good actor. After that, I would follow Animal House, I would follow Blues Brothers, 1941, you name it. And I think actually Continental Divide was the last one I seen up to that point. But I started getting 1941 because I could buy the video. It was a VHS shop just down the road from me that was still going at the time, and they had 1941 in VHS, and I just had to go and pick that up. Blues Brothers, I went and picked that up, and I think Animal House, I could still get that. I think that was just coming out in DVD at the time, but I think I could just manage to get the video and no more. So, I mean, as I say, the cast is quite a small cast. I think the film basically takes place in this one wee street. I kind of like the Burbs, and it takes place in this one wee street. I think it leaves one wee scene when it cuts to the I know there's it's looking for a mechanic to come and collect his car, and it cuts to his office. So I think it leaves then. But no, it's amazing what they did. I mean, I got a lot of bad press about it, but at the end of the day, I really think, in my personal opinion, movies are subjective, but it's one that spoke to me because I remember where it was when I seen it, and I remember what age and stuff like that, and I remember what year, and when you get movies like that, regardless if they're good or bad, they become, well, in my opinion, they become like a wee favourite to you because you remember the age you were when you seen it. So I recommend you to go out and watch it. It's a good film. It's not the best film. It's not like Blues Brothers. I mean, they came off of Blues Brothers, and that was a huge success, as you know. That is what became one of my favourite films, as I spoke to you in one of the last videos. But it's good in the terms of, I really thought that this, you know, it spoke to me. I don't know how it spoke to me, but I ended up ordering the VHS tape, which I got ordered from HMV, and I remember like wanting it because it was discontinued. The only way I could get it back then was order it in the store. I got the VHS tape. I still own the VHS tape to this day, and of course, not long, 5 years later, it came out in DVD. And I still have the DVD to this day, so I'm hoping that the Blu-ray gets released. I want it in Blu-ray. I don't know who's going to pick it up. You know, I'm not really caring if there's any extras on it. I just want it in Blu-ray. A good copy of it in Blu-ray. So get your fingers out, guys, and get that ordered and get that out in Blu-ray for us. If you haven't seen it, guys, I recommend it to you guys. Definitely want to go and check out Neighbours 1981. As I say, get a hold of it somewhere, DVD, or and let us know in the comments section if you've seen it, because it's one that I don't see anybody talking about. I think there's only a couple of guys on YouTube that have mentioned it, but let me know in the comments below if you've seen it. Do you like it? Is it one of your favourites? It's very hard to find. I mean, most of these films, like I said to you in one of the other videos about the Burbs, they became they weren't successes when they came out and then became cult hits, and now they're successes. They're successful or whatever in their own weird way. Anyway guys, that's all I can say for this video. Neighbours, check it out guys. John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd. I really liked it. It's definitely one that's in my top favourites, and I'll always remember where I was when I seen it. So thanks very much guys for watching this video. Till next video guys, take care.